What's going on, party people in Panthers Nation? My name is Aaron Duncan, and we are here with another video. Today is a film breakdown. You guys love these, so I got to do another one breaking down that game-winning drive against the Houston Texans as the Panthers got their first win of the season. They drove the ball starting at the 9-yard line all the way down the field goal range. Eddie Pinero, aka Eddie Habanero, because he was talking real spicy after the game, nailed that game-winning field goal to give the first win of Bryce Young's career. This drive was a legacy drive, in my opinion, man. You can't draw it up any better. Start from the 9-yard line, draw one all the way down the field. Bryce Young gets his first win at home against the number 2 overall pick. Everybody was hating on him all year. It's a beautiful thing, man. Like I said, the NFL is the biggest reality TV show in the world, so we have to get into the film room, of course. But my name is Aaron Duncan with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. Recap and analysis of the Panthers is what I do. So go ahead and subscribe button, man, if you don't mind. It only takes about 2 seconds, and that way you'll stay up in the loop. You'll get your water cooler talking points about the Panthers 3 to 5 business days in advance. So you got to hit that subscribe button. Also, get a video thumbs up. Really helps me out in the algorithm. And also, if you love these film breakdowns, you want to show your appreciation for the hours I spend grinding this tape, putting these clips together, editing it, and you want to support the channel, you can leave a super thanks down below. It's that heart button with a $sign in the middle of it. It's just a tip jar basically for me as a creator. Or if you want a little bit of long-term commitment, you're not scared of support long-term, you can go ahead and join that Patreon. You're not just going to support the channel, you're going to get bonus content videos, draft videos. I got bonus player content that I don't post on the YouTube channel here, but you're going to get bonus videos there. All kind of stuff goes up on the regular, and it really helped me out on my independent creator journey. So that final drive that put us in position for the field goal, 15 plays, 58 yards, over 6 minutes time of possession, really took the air out of the ball and didn't give the chance for the Texans to even get the ball back. This is the type of statement drive that you need. They really struggled to run the ball, but they were able to run the ball when they needed to. Bryce Young used his legs. Bryce Young got rid of the ball to the running backs. Mingo got involved. We got a clutch 4th down conversion. It was a little bit of everything. We're going to get into it. This is a little bit of an extended video because it's a 15-play drive. I'm going to show a big chunk of these plays. So buckle your seatbelt, grab your popcorn, grab your beer or a glass of wine, whatever is your flavor. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, this play number 1. Let me throw my glasses on so I can actually see and I won't be squinting and making frowny faces the whole video. But this first play is going to be a Chuba Hubbard dump off. I skipped the first play. It was a drop by Hayden Hurst. It was wide open. It is what it is. You see Tommy Triple's in the game now. They replaced him, but we move on. So first play is going to be a quick dump off to Chuba. This is just a great play call by Thomas Brown. Chuba's wide open in the flats. Get the ball out quick. Let him dance. Get the first down. That first down of a drive like this is what matters the most. It helps build that rhythm. So let's go back to the top of the play one more time. So I call this a man beater. So the Texans played a lot of man coverage, mainly because nobody really believes in our wide receivers in this NFL. So they're going to make them beat us one-on-one, play man coverage, make Bryce Young hold the ball a little bit longer. And when you make him hold the ball a little bit longer, it gives extra time to beat up on our beat up offensive line. And that offensive line has been struggling all day. But what Thomas Brown does is schemed up a bunch of rub routes. If you join the Patreon, I'm going to drop a video about some of the creative play calls and what the difference was between Thomas Brown and Frank Wright from what we saw. So like I said, join that Patreon. I'm plugging it again. But this one's going to be a slant by Mingo here at the bottom and a flat route. So there's going to be a defender, which is probably this linebacker on the inside, guarding one-on-one with Chuba Hubbard and getting to the flats. Watch Jonathan Mingo. Jonathan Mingo is going to, it wasn't really necessary, but he's going to run inside and he's going to bump into the defender. I think number 5, who ends up getting kind of crossed up since Tommy goes inside, this defender is going to be on Chuba. He's looking in the backfield at Bryce, so he's freezing. But you can see Mingo just pretty much sets the pick. He runs and stands right beside him. Wasn't a great pick. He didn't sell it, but it wasn't really much required because the guy was out of position regardless. Bryce Young recognizes it immediately, gets it out to Chuba Hubbard, first down. You'll see it from the backside view, the rub route. This is just a brilliant concept drawn up by Thomas Brown. It's pretty much done all day. This linebacker is probably going to have Chuba if Chuba goes to the left, and this outside guy is going to have Chuba if he goes outside. So he ends up going outside. This linebacker is not really paying attention, or a safety, whatever he is. He's looking in the backfield. Bryce gets it out quick. Protection's decent enough. You see number 5 get picked off a little bit. You see him stumbling kind of once he comes back in the screen. Watch number 5 at the top in that corner. He trips up a little bit off Mingo. Good rub route by Mingo. First down by Chuba. You love to see it. All right, next play, 1st and 10 from the 21. we're going to get man coverage again. And we're going to go to Mingo at the bottom on the curl route. A little bit of grabby, a little bit of interference. Sometimes when you have these type of games, you're going to need a little bit of help from the refs. There was a slight grab, but protection was decent enough. The blitz came, but Bryce was able to get it out quick. Let's watch this from the top and see the man coverage on Mingo at the bottom. So Mingo's going to run about 10 yards and just break and turn around and stop and look back at Bryce to get ready for it. Bryce throws this with good anticipation, which is what pretty much required when, because the ball is gone right now. Mingo hasn't turned around yet. Mingo's pattering his feet to turn around. This is when the grab happens. He can't work back to the ball because he gets grabbed. Flag's going to get thrown every time in the NFL. You can put your hands on your hips all you want. It doesn't really matter. Let's watch it one more time from the top with Mingo. I thought he had good speed on this route and tried to break up. Gave him a little shuffle at the bottom. Bryce has the ball out already before Mingo's even looking. Tries to work back. PI. We'll take that every time, man. Like I said, protection was good. It held up nice on this play. That's all you can really ask for. Give Bryce just a little bit of time to be clean and deliver this ball as accurate as it needs to be. There's a little bit of a blitz. I don't know what Throckmorton was doing right here. I don't know why he didn't. Throckmorton just didn't block anybody. Him and Chuba was just whatever. Chuba, yeah, I mean, that's just a miscommunication. Fortunately, Bryce was able to get the ball out quick enough. It was messy in there, muddy. Defenders fell. Couldn't really hit Bryce. We'll take it. All right, next play. They're not playing man coverage anymore. They backed off a little bit because they were too aggressive. You're going to have two wide receivers to the top of Mingo and Trimble at the bottom here. You're going to get pretty much the same concept. You're going to get a curl by Mingo at the bottom. Bryce is going to throw it to him this time because he has off coverage. Watch the speed that Mingo runs this route. I love that. These are some of Mingo's favorite routes. These curls and these little out routes, I think these are probably the best routes that Mingo runs because he comes off the line very hard and accelerates and makes you think that he's breaking, but he can throw on the break pretty good. Bryce Young is winding up the throw right now already before Mingo's even looking. Mingo's still looking at the defender. Ball's coming. Mingo's going to break outside a little bit. Bryce puts it pretty much on point. Like if you know how to throw the ball with anticipation to spots, Bryce is throwing the spots, man. He's throwing the spots. You just got to make sure you run the route and be there. Bryce is throwing the spots. Bryce is throwing the spots, yo. You got to be in that spot you're supposed to be. And if you are, you got pitch and catch like this with Jonathan Mingo. You love to see your rookies hooking up right here on this play. Love to see it. Watching the protection. A little bit of pushing to his lap a little bit from Corbett, but we'll take it. He was able to get it all clean. Next play. It's going to be 1st and 10. This one's on Bryce right here. He takes a sack, but this is more of a cover sack and a bad decision by him. He almost throws the ball to Thielen. I don't know why he doesn't, because Thielen's open right now. You can see him about to be open. He's looking there. He took his hands off the ball, so he's about to wind up and throw it. Didn't like it for some reason. Tried to come back. Look, and Thielen's open, but he tries to come back to the right. You have Chuba maybe in the flats if you want to. Doesn't like it. Tries to get out of the pocket. Ends up tripping a little bit kind of, but ends up getting tagged from behind by the defender. This is a sack given up by Icky, but it's not on Icky. Watch Bryce. Why does he hesitate? I don't know. This is on him. Look, he stepped and wound up like he was about to go. He just never committed to it. For some reason, he didn't like it. Tried to come back around. Tried to get out of pocket. That's not Icky's fault. Icky had a rough day, so there's plenty of blame for him to take on, but this one's not on Icky. It's not on Icky. Bryce got to get rid of it. Get rid of it. See? Got that internal clock. Has to be a little bit better. And honestly, getting beat up all day, you're giving up a bunch of sacks in the game. I really don't blame you sometimes, but you got to pull the trigger here. Has to pull the trigger here. This is not on Icky. Yeah, it's not on Icky. Got to get rid of it, man. Got to get rid of it. Hey, yo, quick message before I get back to the video because I know you guys love these film breakdowns. I was looking at my analytics for YouTube from my last video that I made with film breakdowns. A lot of views, and about 45% of you guys weren't even subscribed. That's crazy. So if all of you guys that aren't subscribed that are watching this, hit that subscribe button. I could easily reach my goal of 15,000 subscribers. So I will really appreciate you. If you don't be a creep, just join the party. Hit that subscribe button. You'll stay up to date on all my other videos and film breakdowns when I do them. So y'all 45% out there, please hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button. It'll really, really help me out. I really appreciate that. Let's get back to the video. All right, that sack puts us behind the sticks, man. Bryce Young he should have got rid of the ball. I mean, that's a scenario in this thing, like with our offense, it's hard to overcome negative plays just because we don't get a ton of explosive plays, just because we don't have a ton of explosive weapons. So Bryce He should have got rid of the ball in that last play. Let's go to the next one, man. 2nd and 19. Nobody's open. Go get it yourself. You the reason why we in this scenario. Go get it yourself. Now, I don't understand how this is not a flag, but it is what it is. Let's go back. Let us go back and look at the routes. At the top of his drop, who's open? Maybe Chart, but Chart's coming across down flat, so he's going to run right into here, number 4. The Thielen's not open at all. Sullivan's going to break open soon, but I know after you just take a sack the previous play, that internal clock in your head is probably going a little bit quicker. So you want to try to move in the pocket to try to take some pressure, especially with this guy screaming around the corner that just got around Icky. So I understand him stepping up in the pocket and just going to get what he can, especially with all this room right here. You're going to at least make 3rd down more manageable, and that's exactly what he does, because maybe he could go to the flats here with Chuba just to get it out, but there's no guarantee there. I'll show you what I'm talking about down here at the bottom with Sullivan. But Bryce is already gone by then. Maybe Sullivan right here, but you have this corner right here lurking there, so maybe not. Go get it yourself. Make one man miss. Try to get down. They got to start throwing flags for my quarterback, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Talking about he's not afforded the protection. He slid late, so he's not afforded the protection. Make one man miss. Go get you some, Bryce. I'll take this. Using his legs. For a guy that some of the fans criticize him not using his legs enough, this is a good job here. I think he needs to use his legs a little bit more, honestly, because he's not a willing runner. So the defenses aren't really going to respect that. Take advantage, but get down. Maybe you'll get some flags later on down the line, but they're not right now. So get down. Get down. I don't mind it, but get down. Protection was solid. He just had to step up. Get down. It is what it is. So Bryce picked up 7, so it's 3rd down and long. Oh, my goodness. We can't afford to punt from here. We can't afford to punt from here. We have to get something decent. It's 3rd down. They're coming. They're bringing the house. Look how many guys have walked up to the line of scrimmage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys lined up at the line of scrimmage. Really reminds you of a scenario we had a couple weeks ago against the Vikings where they showed a bunch of guys and then Bryce checked it to a screen and it was wrong. He checks it right here. You can see that little word right there. Whatever he just did, he's checking it. He's checking it. He's checking it right now. Gets it to the screen. Perfect. Boom. And the blitz actually came this time. Notice you want to see your quarterback continue to improve. Against the Vikings, he was fooled. I remember I showed you the film breakdown if you saw it, that he was fooled. Check it to that screen. This time, he was right. You love to see the growth by your quarterback to make this check. This is a brilliant check in this scenario. Now, you got, 4, 5, 6 guys blitz, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4 Panther blockers in front of Thielen. Let's get money. Let's get money. Makes 4th down way more manageable. Now, you go for it. Look at this. Everybody named Mama is walked up to the line of scrimmage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everybody and their mama is walked up to this line of scrimmage. Bryce makes that check, stays cool, gets rid of it. 4, 5, 6 guys end up blitzing, gets it out of there. Boom. Now look, we getting money. Block somebody. They didn't really block a ton of people, but it was the perfect play call. There was no, but whenever they blitz, you go where they came from. You go out in space. Thielen was able to get what he can. Ends up getting 10 on 3rd and 12. You love to see it. The miraculous 4th down here, man. This was so clutch. We go empty formation here. That's Miles Sanders at the top. You got Thielen closest on the inside, and you got Chark beside him. What do you do in 4th down? You go to your dudes. Who is the dudes? The only really dependable dude we have is Adam Thielen. Bryce, everybody named Mama know who's getting the ball. It's like Jordan at the end of the game. Everybody knows who's getting the ball. Can you stop it? Apparently, the Texans cannot. Bryce Young drops, gets rid of it. This was crazy because we got a miscommunication up top by the receivers. I personally think that Miles Sanders is supposed to run a go route to clear it out. So was Chark, and then Thielen was going to run an out route. He would be one-on-one and have some space. Sometimes things don't always go as planned. According to Frank Wright, it was a miscommunication, and Miles ran the wrong route. But I don't know. I think Miles maybe was supposed to stop because Chark is running deep. So maybe, I don't know what exactly Miles is supposed to do. He didn't do it. And you end up having 2 guys in the same area. It's never a good idea. Bryce still throws it anyway. Luckily, Miles didn't go for it, and Thielen double clutches, but he comes up clutch on a 4th and 2. Good God. This was crazy. I was on the edge of my seat when this happened. Thielen juggled it just a little bit too, but you go to your guy. Like I said, it's like Jordan in the clutch. You know who's getting the ball to take that last shot. Can you stop it? Bryce is going there. The defense knows he's going there. Still can't stop it. Way to convert between these two guys, man. 3 yards on 4th and 2. These are things we love to see. All right, so we back to first down, and we're going to be on the opponent's side of the 50. We're almost in Eddie's range, but I still going to need about 7, 10, 15 yards, 20 yards before I feel comfortable with Eddie. We've seen Eddie already in this game miss an extra point, so we want to make sure Eddie is very comfortable. There's plenty of time left in the game. Let's go get some yards. There's about 2 minutes or so left, and right here we're going to get Mingo at the top is going to run a go route. We're going to get an out route by Steven Sullivan here, and we're going to get a flat route by Chuba. Now, the difference here is the Texans are actually going to blitz. And the crazy thing about it, sometimes you'll leave the running back in to pick up some responsibility, or he'll at least check and make sure that nobody is blitzing before he goes into his route. The fact that they were so aggressive, this was the perfect play call because Chuba doesn't stay in the block at all. He goes directly into his route, and that gives Bryce Young an outlet. And with them blitzing, you always want to be able to throw the route from where the blitz came from because there's going to be a void in that area, and that's exactly what happens. Exactly what happens. We've gone to Chuba once out of there. This time, jump pass, get it out to Chuba. Doesn't have to be pretty. Puts it right on Chuba. Lo and behold, who would have thought in the year of our Lord 2023, Chuba Hubbard has come up with 2 clutch catches on a game-winning field goal drive, puts it out to Chuba with space, get downhill, split defenders. Can't get too busy with it, but ends up getting a first down. Like I said, they're going to bring a 5-man pressure. They're showing 5, this guy in the middle, but he's going to back out, and we get this guy backs out. We have 3 from the left, overload from this left side, and you have 2 more. Throw to where the blitz came from. Look, there's 3 guys coming. But Bryce is able, as short as he is, he can't see over the line. He may get past his tips. Stare down the gun barrel, gets it out. Nice, easy catchable ball, even for Chuba Hubbard. Splits the defenders, ends up getting 14 yards on that play, man. Well, this is crazy. Let's look at this pressure in his face. And you can see this guy, he over here kind of A-Town stomping. Look at number 5 here. You can tell he's blitzing. Bryce is looking at him too. Bryce is looking at the left, number 5, watching. A-Town stomping. Boom. Boom. Get ready to blitz. Comes anyway. You have the overload blitz coming from the left. This guy is in the middle of the field. Is supposed to be getting towards the flats. He's never going to get there in time. He's not looking anyway. Now it leaves Chuba wide open with 1 blocker in front. Boom. Steven Sullivan doesn't do anything, but it is what it is. I love this play. Staring down the gun barrel. Look at Bryce. Staring down the gun barrel. There's a blitz coming in your face. You know it's coming. He telegraphed it. Both of them get their hands up. Look at Bryce. Levitating. Levitate. Anyway, Kendrick Lamar say, levitate. Look at that. Look at that. That brother is off the ground. He's off the ground. He's levitating. Levitating. It don't matter how tall. I mean, if you can jump, he's about 6'5" right now. He may be 5'10" in stature, but when you jump like this, you about 6'5". Get it over the defenders. Whoop. Get it out. Levitate. Hey, man. This dude is a cool dude. Bryce is one cool dude, man. All right, I told you I want to get some more yards for Eddie. We got 14. Can we get a little bit more? You know what I'm saying? After that, it was a 2-minute warning. Let's see if we can run some clock, taking the air of the ball now. The motivation changes. Now that you're on the 30, you're looking at a 47-yard field goal. Well within Eddie's range, but let's get a little more comfortable. Let's burn some clock. At worst, let's make them use their timeouts. But hey, when you get some chunk runs, go ahead and take the whole air out of the ball in the game. In the game on your terms. They know you're going to run the ball. You know you're going to run the ball. You struggled all day. You only had 44 total yards rushing on the day. Go get me one more first down. Let's win this game. I'm trying to hear Sweet Caroline. And that's exactly what we're going to go out and do on these last 3 plays of this video. Chuba getting downhill on a trap blocking play. You pull Corbett. It doesn't block as clean, but Chuba's one of the most downhill runners in the NFL right now. The metrics support it. He doesn't dance a lot. He literally just gets north to south, gets what he can, hits the hole hard, and tries his best to fall forward. It's not too flashy. You're not going to get a lot of home run plays, but it's very effective, and that's kind of what we need right now. Just an effective running game. Look, as you see, Corbett pulls. Let me draw it up a little bit. So what a trap is, the reason why they call it a trap is you're going to trap this left lineman right here. There's a lineman sitting between Icky and Throckmorton right here. You're going to trap him. Throckmorton's going to fake like he's going to block, but let him go. So basically almost like a screen where you almost invite him upfield. You're going to make him think that he's beating you on the run play, and then he's going to climb up to the next level and get the linebacker. It's called a trap because he doesn't know that Mr. Austin Corbett here on the right is going to pull, as in remove himself from there and run to the left. That's just in layman's terms for pull, is to come from where you are, pull around to the left, and you're going to make that trap block and hit that guy. Probably he's not looking because that's why it's a trap. He's thinking he's going to get straight to the quarterback and get to Bryce or get to the running back. He gets a trap. It's a trap. Boom. Throckmorton leaves him alone. This guy thinks he's about to make a play. Here comes Austin Corbett. Boom. What a trap block right there. Good trap block. The second level blocking wasn't that great. We have a free defender right here, number 53. But like I said, Chuba is one of the most downhill runners in the league. Ideally, they don't have as many guys in the box. You end up going to the left, and this other guy's not overhanging as well, and you can get to that second level. You can see how these two holes right here, but Chuba's a downhill guy. He's not going to dance. He's going to get what he can, protects the ball, gets 4 yards. Great play there on the trap coming out of the 2-minute warning. Make them burn their timeout. All right, next play. You're going to get a running play. It's duo. You're going to get Jonathan Mingo in short motion. He's going to be a part of the run blocking. Gets inside. Chuba's going to get downhill. Not a ton there. It doesn't have to be pretty. Get up in there, push it, and fall forward for 4 yards. Downhill running is not pretty, but it's effective. On 2nd and 6, we will take 4 yards. It's going to make 3rd down very manageable. So you're going to get double teams. On duo, you're going to get a double team right here with Icky and Throckmorton. Double team probably with Corbett and Bozeman on the inside. And just push. You get a double team and just push guys back. It's literally you help your guy beside you and you push them back up to the linebackers. Ideally, you want to push the D lineman all the way back into the linebacker's lap, and then wherever the linebacker goes, that corresponding lineman is going to disengage and go block that guy. It's not always pretty. It doesn't have to be in this scenario. You get a double teams. You got Icky on the knee like he's proposing. You got Bozeman kind of mixed up in there. You got Corbett gone as well. Chuba, just get in there. Get small. Look how skinny Chuba gets. Look how skinny he gets. Get skinny. Get skinny, drop them pads, and just fall forward. Fall forward. Get skinny and fall forward. Get skinny, get up in there, fall forward. Make 3rd down manageable. Get skinny, get up in there, fall forward. It ain't going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty, but it's time for big boy football. Like I said, you know you're going to run it. They know you're going to run it. Get up in there and make something happen. Here we go. This is going to be 3rd and 2. This is going to be duo yet again, man on man, double teams, push the other guy in front of you. Running the ball is crazy because, especially when the guy in front of you knows you're going to run the ball. You're literally saying, hey, man, I'm going to sit here. I'm trying to take you and push you. I know you are a human being. You're probably 280, 300 pounds, but I got a guy behind me that's to get somewhere around the area where you are. He's trying to get through. So let me move you out of the way. The concept of that is so demoralizing when you can convert these short yardage plays like this and you just get some movement and get a 1st down. So you're going to get a duo again, but there's going to be a free defender. You're going to get one-on-one in the hole, Chuba versus this safety. You can see the hole right here because Mingo came inside, but it's going to be one-on-one with the safety. He tries to go low on Chuba. Chuba goes over the top. Chuba goes over the top. Let's see how it looks right here from behind. Mingo in motion. Mingo's going to get in there, but you see one-on-one with the linebacker, one-on-one with the safety coming downhill. Chuba sees the guy go low, dives over him, gets the 1st down. Give me that Masin Muhammad ball roll. Give me that basketball Masin Muhammad through the legs. I love this, converting a huge 3rd down. Huge 3rd down, and just him and Tommy in sync. That was kind of weird. Look at that. It's kind of glitchy. Like a video game. Watch him and Tommy. They're going to bounce. Like a boy band. Look at that. It was in sync. No pun intended on the in sync part, but they were in sync. Gets over the top. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. And you guys know what happened after this. All those penalties, and we brought the field goal unit and all this and that. So I'm not going to keep showing you these runs into the dust. But this was just a statement, exclamation point on this drive. Lets you know that it's demoralizing. When you know you're going to run, you know you're going to run. You got to get 2 yards and you still get it anyway. That's soul crushing for a defense. Soul crushing for a defense. And I just thought it was a good exclamation point, especially when we struggled to run the ball all game. But when we needed to be able to run the ball, we were able to execute and get it done. This is what I want to see. This is something you can build upon. This is great for the confidence. I love this. You know what happens after this? An Eddie Pinero field goal, Sweet Caroline, free donuts, me going crazy on the live stream, drinking champagne and stuff. All that stuff comes after you convert plays like this and ice the game away. You love to see it. But what a long drive. Like I said, really taking the air out of the ball. 6-minute drive, which is crazy to end the game. That's a lot of plays. 15 plays, only 60-something yards. Doing that, got some penalties at the end. It got weird a little bit with that, but this was just a statement drive, a great way to cap off Bryce Young's first win, Thomas Brown's first game calling plays. We got everybody involved. The fourth down conversion, it was drama. It was running the ball. Chuba caught passes on the game-winning drive, made huge plays. Chuba was huge on this drive, man. I can't underestimate what he's done, man. And I loved the way this game ended. Storybook ending, man. You guys let me know down below in the comments what you thought about the film breakdown. What was your biggest takeaway from watching this game-winning drive down below? Let me know in the comments. But without further ado, my name is Aaron Duncan, signing off for the Necessary Blunt Sports Talk. I'll see you next time. Peace.